Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my big makeup monthly haul. Got a little spoiled this month, went on a date night, got some stuff, got some Christmas presents, and I also picked up a few things in the Sephora VIB sale. And then I actually, for as much as I brought into my collection this month, I actually have one of the biggest empties um, this month as well. I've got a lot of empties to go through, so we're going to start with what I brought in and then we'll end with what I'm getting out of my collection. Let's start with perfume. So I normally don't buy fragrances. I was at Victoria's Secret picking up a couple things. I needed like a few more dollars to get to a point where I can get this extra like gift. It was like a blanket and a gift bag set, and so I just grabbed this in the checkout line. And I don't mind the smell. It's a little bit like strong for what I want. A little bit like, yeah, strong. It's not bad. I'm very picky when it comes to fragrances. I don't like anything that smells too artificial, and I lean more florally scent. So I don't hate this. I don't know. I'm so bad when it comes to fragrance, but I don't hate it. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite, but it's a Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume. And then I got a couple of lip items. This first one, Tower 28 lip gloss. This is in the shade Wild. I like it. And I don't feel like it stays too well. Like, I've heard such great things about this lip gloss formula, and I felt very underwhelmed by it. So, I mean, it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's, like, worth the hype. And then I got a Gucci lipstick Point Perk from Sephora. Not a Point Perk, one of those, like, little samplers. I got it's the red lipstick. It's like a comfort matte. I only tried it one time. I really don't have too many opinions on it, other than it's bold and it's comfortable. So it's like it feels more like a comfort matte lipstick, which I'm not mad at. I'm just not really into this kind of formula, but it was nice to try a Gucci lip product. I did bring in 3 foundations. The first one was from my BoxyCharm. It's the Keys. It's the 2-in-1 concealer and tint. I've been using it as a foundation. So this was a BoxyCharm pick for me. It was one of the 2 items they did pick out. And the shade match, it's okay, but it's a little bit pink, but nothing I can't work with. Longevity wise, I feel like it's good. I feel like this is something that could have been on my wish list had I thought to put it on my wish list. So I'm glad I did try it. It feels high end. The packaging is pretty. In terms of formula, I feel like it's just one of those like okay foundations. Like nothing I would go out and be like, oh my gosh, this is life changing. But it's good. I feel like if the shade match was a little bit closer to my skin tone, I feel like I would have liked it a little bit more. I mean, it's not bad. I can definitely work with it. I can make it work, especially that we're getting into like the fall winter time and my skin's a little bit more pale. But I definitely did not hate it. I also picked up the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation. I've heard great things about this, and every one of those things I heard was true. I love this foundation. It's like a good medium buildable coverage foundation, and I feel like it works great, especially like we're in the holiday season now. And it works great for like wearing out to events. You got a special event that you want to dress up nice for. I really do like this foundation. It's a great one. I think I wore this on one of the days where I had to get ready quickly and I didn't have a lot of time and I just wanted to put something on my face. I want to say it was this foundation that I wore, but either way, it looked great. It's a great shade match. I'm in the shade 150. So I definitely, is it 150N? I'm not sure. I usually go for the neutral, but again, I liked this one and definitely great for this season coming up. And I think this came out this year. And then my last foundation, I got the Patrick Ta Major Skin Illuminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. Again, another beautiful one. It is illuminating, but it is very lightweight, light coverage. So I feel like this is one of those items where if you're into light coverage plus illuminating plus the skin tint, this will work for you. And for me, that's like a perfect combination. So I did like this. I was so glad when I was able to pick it up. So yeah, this was definitely one of, this could be a favorite in my collection. Would I say it's worth the price tag? I don't know. Again, it would have to depend on your preferences. And for mine, it is, and I picked up the shade, I can never find the shade names, this, Neutral 6. So I'm around fair to light, so this is a pretty good shade match for me. I also picked up the Patrick Ta. It's the Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo. I picked up the pink shade. It was the only one they had in stock. I wanted to buy it. I wore both shades once and I am in love with it. I love the sparkle on it. It is a little bit of a drier formula, but it's the kind of drier formula that you really, like, it packs a punch with the sparkle. So I am by no means mad at it. I love it. I love how you get a warm and a cool tone pink in here. I wanted to try one of the more brown gold shades, but they just weren't available. And I'm one of those people who, I don't care what color it is, I want to try the formula. So if I can get some more, and if I happen to see more in stock, I'll probably pick up at least one more of these because I did like them, and I love, again, the perfect combination of it's warm and cool, and you can kind of play around with the tones, and it's like the perfect little, like, something to add to your singles eyeshadow collection. It is a little bit pricey. Patrick Ta, it's a pricey brand, but I think if you're going to shop Patrick Ta, you're going to know that it is. So I feel like it was worth it considering that it is Patrick Ta, but I feel like if you want a more affordable single eyeshadow, I think there are better options out there. I know Urban Decay does real good moon dust eyeshadows with the same kind of sparkly effect for a little bit cheaper, but again, I'm not mad, and you're getting two high-end, high-quality singles. And then I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Exager Duo. Again, this was one of those Sephora VIB sale items, and I've had this on my wish list for a long time. I love it. It's a good basic eyeliner. You've got your tight lining shade, you've got your brightening shade. I feel like it was good. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I liked it, and I probably will pick up a few more of these because these definitely feel like they're a Charlotte Tilbury high quality product. And now for the eyeshadow palettes. I picked up 3 new launches and then one that has been on my wish list since it came out. I think it was 4 years ago. With the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. I think I've only done one look with this palette. I may have done a second one. Very cool toned, very beautiful. However, I do have a slightly oily eyelids, and I found that especially the sparkly shades, did not wear off well during the day. It became very like patchy, especially in the crease area, and like that's prone to happen with my eyeshadow. I've noticed that, but even more so than I feel like normal. So that would be my only real complaint. The eyeshadows are sparkly. It looks really good on the bottom lid, but like when it comes to like the creasing here, like here, there's a little bit of wear and tear on the crease. I'm wearing a Natasha Denona. It's the Peak palette, something I got in a box of charm a few years ago. So there's definitely some wear there, but I feel like the sparkly shades wore off pretty heavily. The mattes are beautiful. They blend out beautiful. I mean, overall, would I say it's worth it? Probably not for the way they wore off on my eyes. Again, they are a little bit oily. It's like the only part of my whole body that's oily, and I'm like, why this part? But I'm not terribly mad at it. I just, more so than what I would expect from luxury eyeshadow. So probably not worth it based on that. But I've tried a couple different techniques, and I've gotten it to work a little bit better for me, and this wear time to stay a little bit better. I am doing a little bit more of a hooded eye technique. I don't feel like I have super hooded eyes, but just enough to where your eyeshadow kind of starts to fade off quickly, like in the depths of my crease. So after doing a few techniques, I felt like I was able to get it to stay a little bit better, but again, not like the wear off, especially the sparkly shades, was a little too much for my liking. I did pick up the new Natasha Denona Roxa palette. I think I have a short or two uploaded, and I also have a tutorial uploaded with this too. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's one of those eyeshadow palettes that, though it's very, very bold, and you can go like very dramatic with this and fun, and I think it's perfect for this time of the year for when you want to just do something more fun. I would imagine going to like a Christmas lights parade or seeing Christmas lights and just wanting to have a pop of fun color to kind of go with the lights on your lid. I feel like that would be beautiful. But oddly, this is like the most wearable purple palette I've ever seen. I cannot believe how like perfect it is to just wear for every day. Of course, wearable every day with purple eyeshadows. You're not going to get a neutral eyeshadow look with this by any means, not even with the brown shade here, which is actually a very purple based brown, which is like my favorite brown. But it's definitely gonna do what you want it to do as far as color, as far as going glamorous, and with the added benefit of going purple. I also picked up the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. I had to have this palette. I have the I Need a Nude palette, and I definitely needed a warm as well. Again, beautiful, basic, warm, but not too red, not too orange, kind of like a perfect neutral warm eyeshadow palette. I love the looks I've been able to create out of it. I love the simplicity of it, but I also love that you can go a little bit more bold if you so choose. And the last item I bought this month during the Sephora VIB sale, the Pat McGrath Mothership, I think it's the 7, the Divine Rose. This is my first like Mothership palette from Pat. I've tried some smaller palettes, but this is my first large palette. This has been on my wish list since it came out 4 years ago, and it is beautiful. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm sure there's like 1,000,001 videos out there. I created a look yesterday where I was like out the door in less than 10 minutes, and I had to get ready, and I used this shade here as well as this gold shade here, and the blendability was great. I was able to get a very high dimension look with 2 shadows literally just slapped all over my eyeballs, and it was great. I love the rose tones. Definitely not an eyeshadow palette I would use to go like full glam if I want a lot of sparkle. Definitely not that. More like a wearable rosy palette with some pops of gold and a little bit of dimension in there. Definitely beautiful. And yes, I do want more of these kinds of eyeshadow palettes. I definitely want to try more from her. I've been getting into her the last couple of years, and I'm definitely enjoying it. And that is everything I picked up, but I do have some empties that I want to share. I'm always a little bit proud of myself when I empty a makeup product. It means I got my money's worth out of them. So I do have 4 makeup empties. One of them is a skincare mini. It's just the 8 Seance Gel Radiant Serum. I knew I was going to finish this. I finished this at like the end of last month. So I knew this was an easy finish. It was just a small one. Do I like it enough to purchase a full size? Probably not. Do I hate it? No, it actually did good things for my skin. I don't know it well enough to know whether or not I want the full size. I also finished up 2 setting sprays, the NYX Bear With Me one, and I felt like this was definitely a good one. I would repurchase this, and especially because it's so affordable. It did everything I want in a setting spray at an easy price point, so I do recommend this one. And then the Ace Beaute Seal It Makeup Setting Spray. This was not my favorite. I would not repurchase this one. I think Ace Beaute is rebranding, so I don't even know if they have it available anymore. But I got this in BoxyCharm a while ago. Again, not my favorite, but I didn't hate it either. It was just kind of like, okay, I have it, I'm going to use it type of situation. And then I finished up the Colourpop brow pencil. I got mine in the red shade, which I probably should have just gone blonde. I was thinking because I color my hair, I might as well go a little bit red. And it wasn't my favorite. I mean, affordability, it does what I need it to do. But like the end with the spoolie popped every time I used it. I finally gave up trying to fix it. I was not actually planning on finishing this one, but I did, and I'm happy about it. I am happy that it's out of my collection. I probably won't repurchase it, and this is one of those items where if I am in a pinch and I need a brow pencil, I know that this works, but I'm not going to go and repurchase it to have it back in my collection. Anyway, that is everything in my makeup monthly. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and my goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty, as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And if that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button. And if not, but you still want to stick around, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.